gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What is going on, Canes fam? I am Matty Ice. He is Caniacs, and he is Chris. This is Canes calling live. Boys, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. How are you guys doing? I mean, I had a great Father's Day weekend, by the way. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a great weekend too. I'm pumped about tonight, man.
I did. Yeah. Father's Day weekend was good, man. You know, we hosted at my house and so I was on grill duty, but I think you're the only father on the call, right? So it was a big weekend for you, my man. What about you, Matty Ice?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, so on Saturday, me and my girlfriend went to Disneyland and California Adventure with my dad and her sisters as well. It was cool because he still hasn't been on the new ride at Disneyland, the new Star Wars one, the Rise of Resistance. So we were able to get on that, thank goodness, because there's a whole boarding process and shit. So it's not even guaranteed you'll get on it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But dude, the funny thing is, as soon as we get into the pre-line, right when it starts and one of the little droids is talking to you, it breaks down. And so I'm like, fuck, this whole day is ruined.
Oh my
God.
I'm like,
oh shit. Yeah, so you get a fast pass to come back and whatever. So we were walking out of Disneyland, and as soon as I looked down at my phone, it had just reopened as soon as we walk out. So we end up running back to go onto it, and yeah, it was fun though. We had a good time. We were there all day from opening to close. So he was dead tired. Yeah, so when it came to Sunday, he was sleeping all day.
Wow, he got Disneyland front to back the day before, man. So he was all dialed up.
Yeah, he was dialed up, man. Yeah,
love it.
So I'm glad to hear you guys all had a good Father's Day, good weekends. I noticed that Caniacs, you got an interesting thing on your TV behind you. What's going on back there?
Oh, just a rerun of that FSU ass whooping from last year.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
There we go.
I love that we have that on while we're doing this. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Oh man,
people.
Well, I didn't know we were gonna play a homicide for 60 minutes, dude. We're gonna show one live on TV.
Hey, speaking of homicide, did you guys see that Suns fan that beat the living shit out of that Denver Nuggets fan? The Suns in 4.
Suns in 4, baby. Suns in 4.
Oh my god. So not only that, Devin Booker apparently sent him a signed jersey and tickets for I think it was the first Western Conference game against
I saw the ticket. I saw the ticket thing. You got him tickets.
Oh my god. And then not to mention too, they showed him on the Jumbotron. People were taking pictures with him and shit. He was a national hero. Dude, oh man, that
guy was filthy, bro.
Yeah, and after watching the video, I'm just like, man, those two Nugget fans were especially the one that tried to cheap shot him. Dude, he deserved all that, all that and more.
Well, he got fucking taken to the woodshed, dude. He got his back of his neck held. And he got some Riddick Bowe uppercuts, dude, and he got almost flat back, dude, in front of everybody in the arena.
Uppercuts.
Oh man! And then Chris, I know you.
That one.
I don't know if we have a picture of it, but Chris, you just showed us the action figures that they made.
Yeah, dude, we got to get Caniacs to pull that up. So I saw online earlier today that there's a dude. He's a famous artist. I think on Instagram is where his page is pretty big, and he made like an edit action figure of each of them, and so it would be like the old 1990s starting lineups players. And I got a bunch of them down here that I used to collect for basketball and football and stuff. He made starting lineup packages for both the Suns guy in 4 and the Nuggets guy that took the ass beating. So we'll work on Caniacs getting to pull that up, and then we'll show it when he does, man. Because I think the viewers got to see that, baby.
Dude, that was hilarious, honestly, man. And the Nuggets fan had his dude, he had his shit beat, bro. He was all oh man, he was all bruised up and bloody. It was
yeah. It looked like he took 30 or 40. I mean, he took a good number of uppercuts, dude. Good number of uppercuts.
Yeah, but oh my god, it was too funny. So. Boys, you know how I have these random segment ideas and random things I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we could do something a little fun. It's a new segment. We don't even have a little what do you call it, graphic for it yet, because it's so brand new, because we just thought of it. It's time for our really random rankings. This week.
Oh, the Triple R, baby.
Triple R. We're gonna be we got recruiting roundup and really random rankings. For this installment on really random rankings, we are going to be ranking the top 5 Mountain Dew flavors. Me and Chris both are all about the Dew. I feel like it's going to be hard for us to just name our top 5. But Chris, I'm going to let you go first. You do your top 5.
Let's do this. So, very few soda pops, fountain drinks, whatever you want to call them, very few come close to the nectar of the gods that we know as Mountain Dew, the green nectar. Yes. So my top 5 Mountain Dew flavors. Number 1, very hard to argue, it is the original Mountain Dew. So I'm going to OG Green Mountain Dew. It cannot be beat. It's the ultimate thirst quencher, Mountain Dew, baby. So original one goes number 1.
We're already disagreeing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, then you're going to have to fucking let Caniacs talk instead of you then if you're not putting the OG as number 1.
Okay, hurry the fuck up. Okay, come on, boy.
Number 2, I'm going to go with the Taco Bell exclusive Baja Blast. It's just nice and refreshing. It's worked its way up my list over the last couple years. This one might throw you for a loop. Number 3, I'm going to do the Mountain Dew SA. And if you ever seen that, they released it on 4th of July about a year or 2 ago. So it's Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage all mixed in. That's why it comes out in that purple drink, not purple drink, but purple drank with an A. Mountain Dew SA. So that's going to be my number 3. You got 3 of them mixed into one. Number 4 is Major Melon, which just came out in the last year. It's a Mountain Dew mixed with watermelon. And then I'm just going to go Code Red for the clean finish, dude. I mean, I know I didn't put your orange one in there, but that's how I'm going to round out my top 5, brother.
I know, I'm disappointed in you. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So nice, 5, I got Voltage, pretty solid, but I think there's kind of a drop off after 4. So my 4 is Code Red. I love Code Red, dude. I feel like that shit gets me hyped, dude. I used to drink it before basketball games in high school, and I was ready. I think I had the most technical fouls on the team. By
why is this guy foul? Why is this guy fouling out in the first quarter?
There was one time where I swung into someone's head, and their nose was destroyed. They probably had to get plastic surgery or some shit. Anyway, shout out to you, Mountain Dew. Number 3 is the OG regular Mountain Dew. I have that number 3 because number 2 is that sweet orange nectar from the gods, Mountain Dew Live Wire. And number 1,
I thought that was going to be your number 1. Wow.
No, number 1 is Baja Blast, dude. I'm all about Baja Blast. That's my favorite one. It's you can't compare it to anything else. It's amazing. It was made for Taco Bell food.
That's true.
It's amazing.
And I heard I think it was sometime on TV they were talking about it was Powerade mixed with something else and Mountain Dew. They were talking about how it's made. It was a blue Powerade.
Yeah, it's blue Powerade, and then you can try to remake it. It's blue Powerade and Sprite, I think it was. Oh, shit. And you can I tried it one time when I was sick because I had both of them, and I'm like, hey, gotta try it.
Why not?
It was similar. It just maybe I got the ratios mixed up.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Caniacs because he's always got Sundrop. There we go. Yeah. Caniacs always has that liquor in a thermos over there. So I decided, since we were doing this segment tonight, I got the nice Miami with the national championships on the other side. All 5 of them there. You got the ring right there, the championship ring. That. But what's inside is Mountain Dew Major Melon with 2 shots of passion fruit rum and a splash of sweet and sour. So this is to you, Caniacs, baby.
There you go, man.
You added sweet and sour to Mountain Dew already. You know how much sugar's in that shit? That's like 200 grams of sugar.
Man,
I'm gonna feel like you in the first quarter, dude, off that Code Red, dude.
Apparently. Oh man, that's hilarious. Hey,
well, mine's gonna be easy because I only drank 3 out of these. So I've only had Baja Blast, the OG, and Code Red.
Those are your okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't because I'm old. I can't drink all that sugar anymore.
Oh, see, here we go. This is what it is. It's OG Mountain Dew and Blue Powerade.
Oh,
I knew it was Blue Powerade. Yeah. David with the big move. There we go, brother.
Yeah. See, he knows what's up. Boss moves. Appreciate
He's probably got a vat of it down in his garage, dude. It sounds like he might be mixing it already.
I know he's mixing it, selling it, man. To somewhere that doesn't have Mountain Dew.
All right, you ready?
What are we ready for? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so dude.
There's the homeboy that got his ass beat. Fake chain, fake watches, fake money, fake personalities. Got a pretty shitty fade too. That's the dude that got his ass beat.
There he
is.
And
then let's check out the where's the homeboy. Suns in 4, dude.
Bro, you don't fuck with a man with khaki shorts like that. Come on, bro.
No, dude. And if you're wearing an NBA jersey to a game with no undershirt, dude, you mean business.
Oh, yeah. No. Don't heckle. Don't talk to them. You don't want any of that smoke. Not at all.
Love it. Thank you, Caniacs.
You're welcome.
Before we started talking about Canes football, I wanted to get into a small thing. I forgot to tell you guys I was going to talk about this. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, by the way, the basketball tournament. Have you ever heard of that? It's like an amateur basketball tournament that basically the prize is $1 million. And so teams compete. I think there's 64 teams this year. And basically the whole thing is it's a lot of, the teams are assembled based on where you went to college for the most part. So there's a Miami Hurricane team this year. They're called Category 5. Okay. There's 6 dudes that played at Miami. Malcolm Grant, Durant Scott, Davon Reed, who's one of my favorite Canes. I think Zach Johnson, Ryan Brown. Who's the last one? I think either Anthony Loris or Kamari Murphy. But anyway, so they're playing in about 2 days is when this thing starts. They're going to be playing against Wolf Blood or some shit like that. It's the NC State alumni team. Okay. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. Good luck to them. Hopefully they can get that $1 million. I know Davon Reed has been killing it. I think he's been playing in China or something. He's been winning MVPs and shit. So hopefully, man, they can get that thing going, man, and go all the way. It's 64 teams, so there's regionals and stuff, just like March Madness. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so if you guys are into that, I believe it's on the 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's all over ESPN. I don't know if you have to have ESPN3 or something to watch it, but yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it if I can. But
I might have to check that out.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams, man. That's enticing.
Yeah, and so actually, I was trying to get a couple of them to come on today too for a little bit, but just didn't work out in time. I completely forgot that it was this close, but so. Yeah.
Well,
it's all good.
Hey, dude, speaking about coming on this show, look at the bottom of the ticker. My man Caniacs on the production 1s and 2s. Tonight, we got Canes Hooligan, Miami graphic designer, coming on the show, but we just are going to hit you with the lineup for the rest of July. So starting next week, 6/29, we got 3-time Miami Hurricanes national champion Kelvin Harris, played center on those teams. He co-hosts a podcast with Manny Navarro. Then we got Corey Flagg coming on, the linebacker in the middle, on July 6th. David Lake from Through the Smoke and Inside the U on 7/13. David Lake. And I think we got a rooster sighting on July 27th. Jalen Knighton's going to be coming on the Canes Call-In Show, baby. So a lot of fire guests coming. Keep it locked right here for the month of July, baby.
Man, I didn't even know about one of them.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
David Lake was booked in the last 2 hours, baby.
Oh wow, I feel like he's gonna take one look at this and be like, "Yeah, I'm good."
How come you're not on yet? What happened?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
No, he'll be gonna. I love listening. I mean, that's where I get a lot of my
absolutely.
From. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
him and Andrew Ivins, unbelievable.
Gabby Urrutia too, man. He's
Love
that
Gabby.
guy now. Yeah, Gabby's shout out to him. Hopefully sometime we can get him on. He's
Yeah.
a cool guy
Right.
too. So
Well, he
I
had
love
big
that.
shoes to fill, and he's doing a really good job at it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And he's been killing it. He's been part of Canes fan for a long time, obviously. So, but yeah.
For
So,
sure.
guys,
What's up, 904?
since last we spoke, we got 2 commits. We got Kamari Rogers, the quarterback from Mississippi, and then we got Landon Ibieta, the wide receiver. How you guys feeling about these moves? I feel like one of them we kind of knew was going to happen eventually. It was just a matter of time. The other one I think was a little bit more of a surprise, and some Canes fans don't know how to feel about it. What are your guys' thoughts, though, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, we were all talking about Kamari Rogers, and everybody thought that since this was last weekend was the OV weekend, if we didn't get a commit from him, then maybe it would be looked at as not a successful first 3 weeks into the recruiting period opening up. But for me, Kamari Rogers coming on, this is a huge get, which I heard this is like 90% DVD, 10% T-Rob. So if we talk about Kamari Rogers coming on, and we'll have a little stat of the week coming up for him in a minute, but it's a huge get, and what a way to kick off the class, joining Quan Lee and Ja'Cory Brown. But the second guy who I was not too familiar with, Landon, also out of he's out of Mississippi, right?
I think he's out of Louisiana, isn't he?
Or Louisiana, that's right.
Yeah.
So Kamari Rogers and Landon play on the same 7-on-7 team, that Louisiana Bootleggers team, or they have played on it together. So both those dudes have experience with each other. And I heard that Landon's got like a 37-inch vert. He's like a 4.5 guy.
Yeah, 4.5 guy.
3-star receiver. So we'll see how he adds to the mix. You know, we got 12 on staff right now. So I don't know a lot about him though. What about you, Caniacs or Matty Ice?
I mean, I know there's a lot of guys that like Landon. They think he's super underrated and stuff. Steady. I know. Who was I listening to? Was it Gabby and David Lake on the podcast, and they were talking about, you know, he's got some steady hands, and you know he's going to catch everything, you know, in his wheelhouse, and he just seems to, you know, somehow get wide open.
Gotcha.
It's funny that here. Let me post this. That 904. Yeah, here we go.
I knew we were going to
Any thoughts on Quan? Yeah. So how much of this do you think Miami offering him is because of kind of what's going on with Quan Lee? What do you think?
I think it's a lot, to be honest with you. I mean, because Manny said last year that, you know, if you're looking, we're looking.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I understand kids want to go do their due diligence and all this stuff, but if you're going to do that, you can commit to Miami, but don't say you're shutting it down.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my issue with it.
Just don't say you're shutting it down. That's all I got to say.
Miami's having dudes on their campus that are committed elsewhere. They had the big tackle from Arkansas.
Andrew Chamblee. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That dude's committed to Arkansas and he's visiting. So, I mean, they don't have any problems taking dudes on campus, right?
Well, right. But I mean, did he shut it down? I mean, that's
the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. He shouldn't. But here's the thing too. Here's the thing that people like I think don't realize too, and like they just forget, right? We're dealing with 17-year-old kids. Like things like this are gonna happen. Like as much as you would love to see all these kids be very mature for their age and stuff, you know. And I'm not saying Quan Lee isn't mature or anything in that manner.
Right.
They're gonna do things like this. Like it's gonna happen. You know, I would agree with that. I think that the staff probably did tell him to take his visits, but it was just weird to me for him to say, like, you know, I'm going to shut things down.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. No one shuts it down and then goes and takes their visit. The shutdown is kind of like the kibosh on going elsewhere. So whether the staff told him to,
it wouldn't have been a problem if you were just committed and you just went and visited, you know, schools. Like it's not a big deal, you know, at least in my opinion. I know there's some Canes fans that are like, why are you visiting schools when you're committed? It's like, well, you know.
I know Miami discourages that and doesn't want you to do that, but it is. And Caniac said that last week, right? Dudes want to come here on a free vacation and they want to go elsewhere on a free vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see kind of what happens. What do you think? What do you guys kind of think happens with the whole Quan Lee situation? You think he's not going to end up in this class or what?
I mean, I don't know, dude. For me, it's like, dude, there's all these recruiting insiders in our fan base that know this and know that and heard this and talked to the dad or the brother. It's like, these are fucking 17-year-old kids, dude. You don't know what he's going to do next week, and neither does he. So it's like, I don't know, man. There's 12 deep on the roster. Is he really going to see the field next year? Probably not. So, I mean, I can't foreshadow what's going to happen in early signing day or whether he's going to sign on the dotted line in February. I mean, that's too far ahead in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, that's the thing that we're not really realizing. You know, a lot of Canes fans think that we should be further along in the process and have more recruits, but I mean, we're still a long ways away. And, you know, what is it, like Alabama's still like 30th or something in recruiting or something like that. So
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Rutgers is 6 or something. Like, I know they have Greg Schiano now, but it's like, come on, like, you know,
Well, if I'm not mistaken,
just
didn't I
wait
hear
a little
something
bit.
where we moved up to 16th or something like that, or
What?
didn't we move up to 16th now or something?
No, we're not.
16th?
No,
No,
we're
nothing
like,
that?
no, we're not that high. We're like, yeah, we're not even close to that high. The thing I wanted to bring up too, though, is how big is Jake Garcia with this whole recruiting process? I feel like every single recruit like that's being talked about right now, like Jake is like either, you know, fully like talking to them, making a point to, you know, I know he was big in the Kamari Rogers recruitment based on everything like that was said on social media and everything.
Yeah.
How to have a leader like that, you know, in the locker room, you know, at such a young age.
Well, I think it's one of those things where he's putting his stake in the sand. Like, you know, I'm going to be QB1 next year, and I'm going to conduct myself as such. I'm going to be out there recruiting. I want you to play on the O-line for me. I want you to be my receiver so I can throw dimes to you in the end zone. Like, he's conducting himself like when he goes into spring practice next year, I'm the dude to beat. And I love it. I love it. What about you, Kenny X?
Yeah, the same. I mean, it's like he's trying to set up his team because he's got the confidence that he's going to beat out TVD next year, and he's going to be the QB1. And he wants, you know, he wants who he wants.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I ain't got no problem with it. Not at all.
Not at all.
So obviously, well, I guess we can say veteran of the show, Wesley Besainth, who, if you haven't seen that last episode, he was on, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
The cookout episode.
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Cookout episode. He had his official over the weekend. I kind of wanted to bring something up. Caniacs, do you want to bring up what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You ready?
So, if you couldn't tell, I know the video is a little blurry. That was our head coach, Manny Diaz, playing the guitar. Stand By Me. Chris, what were your thoughts of the performance, first of all?
Well, first of all, Ben King did that song better. That's the original cat that did that song. I don't know about Manny's vocal chops. He looked like he was maybe hitting his bar chords pretty good on that neck on the guitar. But if I'm a recruit and I go over to the coach's house and I get wined and dined, I get myself a nice dinner, you know, maybe a nice little cocktail, whatever the case may be. I don't know if I want my coach singing a song as old as Stand By Me, and whether it's trying to have a secret meaning to it or whatever he's trying to insinuate. I don't know if that was the move. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I think they were just having a good time, and you know, that's a song that all the kids and everybody in that room knew the words to. So it's
for sure.
You know, it wasn't no Barbara Rand kind of stuff. So.
I saw that FSU video. God, it wasn't as bad as that. It wasn't as bad as that, right? It wasn't as bad as that.
No. It was not as bad as that. And also too,
they
like,
enjoyed it actually.
Yeah, I think they enjoyed it too. Time. I mean, it seems like, you know. The family had a good time. It looked like it was just mainly Wesley's family, like with all the coaches, which, I mean, it's good to see that they're treating him as like, you know, a priority, because, I mean, that's one of our, I think we can all agree that that's like the biggest position of need, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Time will tell if that rendition wins him over and gets him to sign on the dotted line.
I mean,
God, that's funny.
I hope so.
Well,
I mean, I think
pushing the family vibe, man, and it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's part of it right there. I mean,
yeah,
you never know. Just that little bit could be what sways them. You never know. Who knows?
Never know.
That's kind of the vibe I got too. I feel like it felt more like family and stuff. I think we're in a good place with it. I mean, obviously, I don't have inside shit, you know.
Right.
I do know a couple things, but I mean, I'm Matty Ice, man. I'm not anyone special. But love it. Yeah, they do hate a fraud. That's true. Facts.
Yeah.
But I think we're doing everything we can in that recruitment. I think it's just going to come down to a bigger offer comes out. The only thing I'm really worried about is if, if Wesley falls through, goes somewhere else, like what are we doing after? Like, I know we're talking to that dude that I think it's between us and ASU, Devon Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm worried about the board, man. Omar Graham committed to FSU, is between us and him, us and them. It seemed like, Miami kind of backed off of that. Obviously we don't know the situation. But yeah, so hopefully it all goes well with Wesley. We can get him in this class, and yeah.
Good thing is he's local. Sure. He can go to any game he wants to. And if he keeps coming back for unofficials, like they always say with recruiting, follow the visits. So, I mean, he's already been there unofficial. He's been there on a couple unofficials already. So, that's good. That's good.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. You wanna wrap up this recruiting talk with a little stat of the week?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Always.
All right. So, Kane's Call in fam, your stat of the week. Kamari Rogers signing on the dotted line to become a Miami Hurricane, or committing to become a Miami Hurricane, is the highest ranked corner to sign with Miami or commit to Miami since 2012. Kamari Rogers is the number 9 corner in the nation, and back in 2012, so 9 years ago, Tracy Howard was the number 1 corner in the nation. So the highest ranked corner in 9 years, DVD and T-Rob Poole. That's not bad. That's not bad for starting things off on the defensive side of recruiting.
I know. I heard Gabby and David Lake, they referenced that too in their show. But the other thing, what was it that we had? We had 3 cornerback recruits that were in the top 100 since then too. So Tracy Howard was one of them. But then Al Blades, and then my mind is escaping. Al Blades, and then who was the other one? Oh, Artie Burns. Were like Artie Burns and Blades were both like border 100. So it's the first time, dude. That's big. So, I mean, T-Rob is full in effect, man.
That's and if you remember earlier in that, that is the DVD effect.
Yeah,
that is the DVD effect. That's there's more to come. There's more to come, right?
Oh yeah, no, I think so too.
Yeah,
just based on everything going on. I mean, I'm excited about recruiting. I don't know how you guys feel, but
yeah, follow the visits, like Kaniak said.
Follow the visits. So, boys, I know we have Kane's Hooligan coming on.
I agree. Kaniak. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Kaniax. I knew there was something you wanted to bring up.
Yeah, news came out today. I don't know.
You like how I have to remind him, the old man, every time he has something he wants to talk about?
Fine. That's your job. That's what we. That's why we have these pre-show conversations.
Yeah.
No, exactly. But so apparently they're pushing for Notre Dame to join the ACC in 2023. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I just saw that like an hour before we went on the air. So my brother's a diehard Notre Dame fan. I've dealt with it my whole life, and I don't know, dude. Brother. For me, it's fuck Notre Dame, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my.
Well, and I mean the reason they're doing it is because if the 12-team playoff happens, right? They wouldn't have a bye, right?
It's gonna happen.
Yep. Yeah, well, it's gonna happen, but like that's the whole reasoning behind it, right?
Yeah. Yep. That would be
so.
It.
It's I mean, it's
because they got to win a conference.
Bullshit. It's the same bullshit why they joined the conference last season, because they weren't going to be able to play in a season.
Sure.
But all I got to say is, man, I want some of that TV money. I want all of it. Give me all that money.
Well, if you remember listening to the OBB when they had on Blake, the guy that can't do anything right, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Blake, he doesn't deserve his last name. Yeah, you go ahead.
But yeah, he said that they were going to split the ACC money and they were going to split the their revenue money. Remember?
Oh, so they did?
Yeah, that was part of the contract
Oh.
negotiations. They were going to split them. So
Yeah, see-
I imagine it now that they're even talking about it. I'm sure they went back and looked over all the numbers, and they're like, "Oh, you know, it's not that big of a deal. We can all still make our money." I mean, because there's no reason why Notre Dame still can't be with NBC. I mean, because that's the only reason why they don't want to join the conference, because they don't want to lose that contract. I mean, but I don't see why they can't have both. What do you think?
No, I agree, man. I just fucking hate Notre Dame, so that's just where my head is.
Plus, we get a chance to pound them every year if they join the Coastal.
Yeah, no, and it helps, like, it's strengthening the conference and whatever, but it's like, dude.
Well, here's a little food for thought. If Notre Dame joins in 2023, you put them on Clemson's side or you put them in the Coastal?
I think they were talking about switching one of the teams from, switching. So Notre Dame would be on our side and then switching a team over to,
Okay.
So that's what I had kind of heard. I don't know. I mean, that's all, you never know what's going to happen. But
it's all up in the air for now.
For sure. Wow. Well, we'll see if it comes to fruition, man. They don't want that, or they want that buy, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah. So it looks like we have a guest joining us. Should we get into this or what?
Let's roll it, baby. All right. Joining the Canes call-in show now live. It's my man Canes Hooligan. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, not too much. Not too much.
Hey,
Canes Hooligan. So I've been trying to get you on this show forever, man. And I've messaged you many times. I told you how much I love my work. Your work is at the top tier of doing edits and stuff. And so I'm just happy you're spending a Tuesday night with us, brother.
Hey, anytime. I've been back and forth between Florida and Georgia, so it's been difficult. But we're making it happen tonight. So
we're making it happen tonight. So, brother, the first thing we like to do when we bring a guest on is we like to have them play a little game with my dude Matty Ice. It's called All Hype or Sounds Right. It's a little icebreaker game. If you've seen the show before, you know what we're talking about. So let me kick it up to him, and then we're gonna jam into this interview, man. Talk about your graphic design work.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite game show, All Hype or Sounds Right. Your favorite host, Matty Ice.
All right, what's going on, man? We're glad to have you. We're excited. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, guys. Just enjoying this lovely evening in Georgia. Ain't nothing to do out here, so.
Love it.
I'm near Athens. I don't know how these guys go to UGA because.
It's near Athens right now. There you heard it here first.
Man. Oh man. So let's get into this game, man. That's funny. Name of the game is All Hype Sounds Right. You're gonna tell us if something is all hype or if it sounds right, sounds legit to you. So let's get right into it. Number 1, Cam Harris will lead the team in rushing yards this year. All hype sounds right. No? All hype? All hype? Oof. Okay, who
I
you
think
got then?
Rooster's gonna step up.
Rooster?
Yeah, he's gonna have because Dom is not starting. I don't think he's gonna be ready. So,
Okay. I respect
Rooster,
that.
right.
I respect that. Okay. I know, just like other Canes fans, I know you're into recruiting. I mean, obviously you're doing edits and stuff.
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? So All Hype sounds right. This year's recruiting class, the 22 recruiting class, will end up being a top 15 class. All Hype sounds right.
Sounds right.
Okay,
Ooh,
we got one.
There we go.
We got one.
There we go.
Okay. This next one. De'Aaron King will break Steve Walsh's 1988 record of 29 TDs in one season. He had 23. He had 23 in 11 games last year.
Oof.
I think it's gonna be about right.
Okay.
Did you say 35?
The injury is tough. I mean, I expect him to perform better than last year because it's going to be another year under the system. Sure. But he also is coming back from an injury, and Rambo is going to be his first year. So we're going to have to rely on the tight end, Mallory, and I don't know, man.
Okay.
It doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Oh.
Doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. Okay. Last one. Miami will be undefeated at Hard Rock this year.
Ooh.
So we got I'll list the games out for you, so it'll probably help a little bit. So it's App State, CCSU Virginia, NC State, Georgia Tech, and Virginia Tech.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that one.
I mean, if we don't win these games at home, then we might as well just fire Diaz. And
that's a pretty soft home schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Virginia Tech might be the most difficult one,
Yeah.
depending on
Yeah,
how it goes. But,
NC State's supposed to be a
well, they did win 8
on the
games
fence.
last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, they could drop or they could improve. Nobody really knows right now.
I mean, it's home, so we need to defend the house. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Defend the house. Defend the house, baby.
Defend the house. Hey, I'm gonna throw it back to Chris. He's got some questions, and we're gonna get right into this, man.
Let's do it.
All right, Canes Hooligan. So I know if anybody's on Twitter, right, they number one, they should be following at Canes Hooligan on Twitter. And if they're not, they're going to know a lot more about you by the end of the show. So what I kind of wanted to know to kick things off, let the fans kind of get introduced to you is, how long have you been a Canes fan, and when did you, kind of get hooked on them, and maybe some favorite players, brother?
Well, everything started in 2001. I came from Colombia, and we lived in Little Havana. So coming from Colombia, I was very passionate about soccer. Down there is like a religion, and that's why my name is Canes Hooligan. I was born to like a hooligan family.
Okay.
We were very supportive of our team, and every Sunday we were at the stadium. So I was 13 in 2001, and I was in Little Havana just looking, riding around, and then on Saturday I ran into the Orange Bowl. No idea it was there. I just saw a bunch of people wearing green, and back in Colombia, my rival team wears green. So I was like, ooh, what's going on over there? So just approaching, and I started asking like little questions, because at the time I spoke very little English. So as you can tell, I got an accent still. So, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They just started telling me, oh, it's football. And I was like, okay. So I rode back home and started watching the games. And this is 2001. So Miami is like
Right.
Pinnacle.
So it was that right there down the block. So it was 10 blocks away. So it was easy to fall in love with the team, and just it was a way for me to introduce myself into the American culture.
Sure.
Because I tried to play soccer at Miami Senior High, and the program didn't work out because there was too many gangs and all of that. So I had to find like a way to, because I'm all about athletics. I play soccer, I play baseball, I wrestle. So it's all about, just being athletic, and I couldn't find it here in America until I discovered football. So
the Canes, baby.
That's awesome.
And what a year, right? You're going to say any year you got hooked on the Canes. You got hooked on the Canes during the Natty year, dude. How good? I mean, it can't get much better than that.
It's kind of not fair, but I mean, I stuck to the bad. I mean, it was good, and then
sure.
On rocking straight. So
I love it. That's awesome, brother. So let's talk about your edit game, man, because like I said, it's fire. I've told you before multiple times, you're my absolute favorite graphic designer that does Miami work, and there's a lot of phenomenal ones that do it. So what got you into doing edits? Kind of what's the spark and the behind the scenes on how that started for you?
So after the military, I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh,
and I was there for 4 years. I didn't graduate. I needed 1 quarter, but I don't need the diploma. But it's too expensive, and with the GI Bill, I'd rather save the last bit of money so I can go maybe get my master's or something later down the road.
Sure.
But I studied graphic design, and this is just a hobby for me. I'm retired from the military. I got fucked up in Iraq, so I don't have to do much. I just travel. And graphic design is just a way for me to express my creative juices. I also like to cook. So
there we go. We didn't know that. So for me, dude, and I think it's such a distinct style. The way the colors pop, and it has like some comic book elements. I love the caricatures when you do like the Bubba Bolden or when you did De'Aaron King. So it's a lot of elements that they pop off the screen, and they're loud and they just catch your attention, very crisp. So that's where I kind of wanted to know where the inspiration came from. You said you did the 4 years of the art school. Was it, hey, I went and got hooked on the Canes back in 2001. Let me migrate the two?
So one thing about graphic design is that I feel like I got some talent to it. I was an honors graphic designer at the Art Institute. So So I'm talented, but I'm not passionate about it.
Okay.
But I am passionate about the Miami Hurricanes. So I tried working for people, but it was just too difficult because I don't really need to work. And when the clients, I gotta take clients for money, man, it doesn't work for me. So I had to use my talent in a passionate way to put all this energy to use. You know what I'm saying? So I do it together, and just that's what I do.
You just put it towards the Canes, all the Canes.
Yeah, I also do graphic design for my soccer team in Colombia.
Oh, and, okay, all right.
It's just little projects. It's nothing too crazy.
Okay. Well, and you're big in the recruiting world specifically when it comes to graphic design. So what kind of feedback have you got, or have you got, messages or stuff from the recruits? I see them retweet your stuff and make comments. But what does that kind of look like for you?
Well, a lot of kids show a lot of love, and they don't necessarily tell me. They just put their Avi or the profile picture with the new.
Sure.
I already know that they liked it, and they don't need to say nothing. So
sure.
I don't do it for the likes. I just, if these kids come to school, great. If not, hey, do your thing, get your education. Because at the end of the day, I did what I had to do for my free education, and they're doing their thing. And I hope these guys. The main thing is get the education and get the tools to get better after football.
Absolutely.
You never know you never know what's going to happen after the next play. So
absolutely. Well, and when I sometimes I'll if you haven't done this yet, anybody that's watching right now, if you go on Canes Hooligans Twitter and you click on the media button, so you can scroll down through all the edits that he posts and stuff like that. I mean, I'm serious. This is second to none. Some of the best work you'll ever see. And so my question is, do you have a favorite edit? Do you have a favorite or a couple favorite edits? Maybe one that was like, man, damn, that was the dopest one I ever made.
Nah, you can't fall in love with that stuff. It's like having a son, or I don't have kids. I ain't got kids, but I figured that you cannot pick a favorite one. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fair.
Okay. So you're just putting all the love out there. No favorites. Let's just let the recruits do with it what they will.
Hey, so the way I do things is the reason why I don't create more is because I'm limited with the pictures. See,
sure.
You can create edits with low quality pictures, but then the edit's gonna look pixelated. It's not gonna look sharp. It's not gonna pop.
Sure.
So I depend a lot on what I see on Twitter, what I can find on Google. And I gotta search how many megapixels, because that's the key to it. You cannot really edit at the detail if it's not there in the photo. So
gotcha.
We're limited. So I wish I had access to all the like the original pictures from the official visits. So we could create a lot more content and a lot better edits, just to help the university to get better players. Because at the end of the day, I want to see Miami win again.
Absolutely.
I don't need to get paid, so just.
I just want to see Miami win.
yeah. If I'm passionate about this team, you know what I'm saying? I want to win. I like to win. My team back in Colombia, we won. We went down really bad many years, and now we're back on top again. So it happens. You gotta stay solid and loyal all the way. So.
All the way, Cane gang, baby, all the way. So let's shift into a recruiting question here, man, because all these recruiting edits are popping, man. Everybody's retweeting them on your page. So I'm gonna ask you 5 different recruits, and you give me the yes or no if you think we're gonna snag them, and maybe you've made edits for them already, or you are about to. So the first one, I know you dropped some dope edits from this cat last week because I saw both of them. Do we get Malik Agbo?
I hope so. Shit.
I hope so too. You're showing him love, dude. And when I post, he's jamming, man. He's my neighbor to the north up here in Washington.
Hey, listen. So I only follow, for the most part, like the kids that are being recruited, and this kid has been liking a lot of stuff from Miami, and it just pops up, and then the kid is just into it, and then he wrote me. He sent me. I asked him for pictures for the OV. He wrote back. So when the kid is into it, it's because he's interested in. So
Absolutely.
He,
All right.
he visited Oklahoma today, so
I saw that on his story. We're gonna have to.
They gotta do it.
Yeah, it's okay. He's got to do it. Second
there's no
name.
place like Miami. I promise you that. I
Mhm.
traveled to over 5 continents, over 30 countries. There's no place like Miami.
I love that. The second name on the list, Canes Hooligan, number 1 safety in the nation, Kamari Wilson. Do we get Kamari Wilson?
Yes.
We get Kamari. That's got to be the T-Rob effect then, no?
Yes, because apparently he was interested when he was in South Carolina. So
Okay.
Miami's down the road from his house.
Okay.
So
Okay, there we go.
It's happened 2 years in a row already.
Put him down for a yes. Canes Hooligan says yes. All right. Third name on the list. He's making his announcement in a couple of weeks. Jacoby Spells. Do you think we land Jacoby Spells?
I think we backed off.
See, and I thought that too over the last week. I thought that too.
I think Miami is like cooking something real big. So that's why they maybe overlooked Spells now. They're like, all right.
Okay. Maybe they got something bigger in the pipeline.
Yes.
Okay. My fourth name, Chris Graves. Supposed to be announcing on the 4th of July. Do we get Chris Graves?
Yeah, we do.
Chris Graves is yes. Okay. And then the last name, which is kind of, I know people think he's an FSU lean, but do you think we get defensive lineman Nigel Kelly?
I would like him to join with Stewart and Lucas.
Dude, if Jess Simpson lands those 3, lights out, dude. Game over.
By the way, I gotta say something too. Did you guys see? I forgot to bring this up. Did you guys see Marvin Jones Jr. in that picture in the FSU?
Hey, I follow him right away after that.
Bro, throwing the U down, disappointing.
Yeah. He's probably not coming to South Beach. He's not coming to 305. I don't think.
Not after that. Shit.
That was a statement, though. That was the statement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah. So that leads kind of into my next question, Canes Hooligan. So, do you like doing recruiting edits more, or do you like doing like the team edits or like the caricature edits? Like I said, you got the De'Aaron King, the Bubba Bolden, or the draft edits. Do you have a favorite as far as recruiting versus the other edits you do in the portfolio?
I prefer to do branding.
Okay.
Logos.
Okay.
That's my just
and what about like last year, man? You did those Manny Diaz ones. Who's gonna commit or who's next? And the Manny Diaz drawing and stuff. The Manny Diaz drawing is sick, dude. When you were dropping them about a year ago with the different Manny Diaz stuff, that's what I'm saying, dude. These people that don't know, man, got to check your page out, dude. It's unbelievable.
It's just to me, the branding is what I enjoy the most. Even though the character and all of that stuff is pretty cool, and at the end of the day, it's not like the Derek King. That's a Dragon Ball Z character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not really original, but when it comes to branding, that's what I enjoy the most. I actually was gonna I wrote on Twitter to Quan Lee because I heard that he had a trucking company.
Yeah.
So I wanted to brand his trucking company, but he never DM'd me, so he missed out. And then he's over there in UFC.
It's
so
okay. Some UCF editor can do it for him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Last thing on edits, my man, before we switch into some Miami talk on the current team. So do you got anything, whether it's branding or not, do you got anything coming up in the pipeline? Maybe a new style of doing edits, or are you doing like a theme over these next, or we got something on the horizon from you?
Again, according to the pictures that I get,
that's where it goes.
I can get my hands on, then that's how it goes. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to produce something that is low quality just to pop it out there, because at the end of the day, it's not worth doing all the work with low quality pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. So you can only do it as good as you get the photos from those OVs and what they search from you. I gotcha. Well, let's switch for the last few questions, my man, to some Canes football talk. So
don't put me on the spot, though.
What's that? We're not gonna do that. Who do you think the bigger signee was in the offseason transferring over? You think it was Rambo or Tyreek? Who's going to pay bigger dividends?
To me, it's Johnson.
Oh, really? Okay. So the third party. There we go. Okay, so you think Johnson coming over from Tennessee is the bigger one of all three?
Look, if nobody's rushing the quarterback, how long is Tyreek going to be able to cover somebody for? So
For sure.
Good point.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We might look back at that answer here at the end of the season and say, you know what, damn it, that was the dude that filled in and maybe was the next Jalen or Craig Rousseau. We'll find out, won't we?
That's my only worry this year. Who's going to rush the quarterback? So
Absolutely. This is a question, my man Kane's Hooligan, that we've asked quite a few guests. We haven't asked it in a few weeks. But if you are Manny Diaz and you're sitting in a room with Rob Likens, what 4 receivers are you running out to start for you against Alabama? What 4? You give me your 4.
Rambo, Restrepo.
I love it.
Keyshawn on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Got to be Mike Harley for the last one, right? I mean,
The only
Harley's gonna ball. I love it. I love it. So
I like that.
And we've talked on the show before, man. Xavier Restrepo's got to get one of those 4 spots, dude.
Yeah.
He has to have one of the 4 spots opening weekend.
Yeah, he seems to be like the leader that they needed in that room. He's a younger kid, so he's gonna be pushing the class in front of him with Jeremiah Payton.
Oh, sure. Redding. Yep.
Yeah, because they were like high-ranking wide receivers, and they haven't shown much. So he's pushing a lot. So
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
And he's Colombian too. So
There we go.
Yeah.
X. We love X, man. We love X. That'll lead me into kind of my last question here, my man, is what do you see as your prediction for the Canes this year? There was stuff going on Twitter the last week. People said 8-4. People said it's 10-2. You looked at the schedule. I know you've seen the tough games. What do you like as a Miami Hurricanes overall season this year, man? What are we going to do?
as a fan, or do you want me to be realistic?
Well, we all know fan, dude. That's 12-0, dude.
Both.
It's coastal.
Do
It's yeah.
do both.
Yeah, give us both, man. Give us both.
Give me both.
As a fan, I think we can go 11-1.
Natty.
11-1.
11-1,
I
Natty.
think we're gonna lose to Alabama, and then after that, we're gonna run the table. But
I like
There
that.
it is.
we'll see where we stand
There it is.
after.
There it is.
I don't know if Clemson is going to make it to the ACC championship, to be honest.
Oh, cool. That would be wonderful if that didn't happen, dude. That would be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing.
I don't know. I mean, I think they lost a little too much. So,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and
Okay.
the ACC every year has a roller coaster. So,
Okay.
You know-
If Clemson doesn't make it, dude, that'll be the greatest day in the history of this podcast. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, because that'd probably be the best chance of us to get one.
There we go. There
being
we go.
realistic, I'm going to say 9-3.
9-3. Okay.
I
We cool
respect
with
that.
that guy? I think 9-3 is
Oh, yeah.
respectable.
That's what I had too. Yeah.
I think UNC, obviously, and then, I don't know, maybe Manny after like a bye week.
Okay. Little letdown after a bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully
So-
not. Hopefully we can just go, one loss.
Hopefully it's one loss and we can look back and say, damn it, remember when he said we're going to lose one time and damn it, we did
That's
it.
right.
Well,
Gotta be
hey,
positive.
Kane's Hooligan, man, we appreciate you joining us tonight, man. I hope the fans got
Absolutely.
to know about you. I know I got to know more stuff about you. And if you're not following, it's at Kane's Hooligan on Twitter. Hit that follow button tonight and check out my man's work. Hey, dude, we appreciate it, my brother. And one last time, it's
Absolutely.
all about the you, baby.
Thank you for your service too, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Okay.
you.
All right.
Have a good night, man. Wow.
There we go. My man,
I think
Kane's Hooligan.
it's really cool, honestly, like hearing everyone's story of how they became like a Miami Hurricane fan.
I love it. It makes
Yeah,
us
that
connect,
was-
right?
That was one of the cooler ones. Yeah, that was awesome.
Absolutely.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. Kane's Hooligan, baby. Kane's Hooligan. Oh, and speaking of graphic design, what do we got on each side of the screen there, Kaniacs? What do we want to tell our listeners about that?
Oh, do you want to say anything about that, Maddie? But
About what?
He knows what I'm talking about with this.
Yeah,
on
can
your
I
screen.
say something real quick? We need to
Yeah.
add to that ticker. July 20th, add Cam Kitchens to the list.
Whoa,
guests.
there we go.
Yeah.
So,
Cam Kitchens
hey,
coming on.
Cam Kitchen. So, hey, I'm not the best at math, but is that 3 current Miami Hurricane players in the month of July coming on the Canes Call-In Show?
Yeah, that's Corey Flagg on the, what was Corey Flagg? The 6th,
July
right?
6th, July 6th.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Cam and then Rooster at the end of the month.
Yep.
Ready for actual ball games.
Yeah. So until then, we have the 3 players on the show. Make sure both sides of the screen here that you visit stickersbyab.com. You can hit them up on Twitter. You can hit them up on Instagram and use our exclusive promo code. It's CCI15 for 15% off your purchase. The best stickers around, the most high quality stickers around. You can see the left and right, dude. He's got an arsenal of Miami Hurricanes related stuff. Make sure you hit stickersbyab.com, CCI15, and stick and rep with us, baby.
That's right.
Awesome. Yeah, man. AB, by the way, wait, I got to bring this up. I got to bring this up, man. Did you guys see that shirt that AB created? It's like,
oh, dude, that shirt is sick, dude.
It says like Miami with all the stickers on it and stuff. It's like a selection.
Yes,
dude, that thing was sick.
I think I might actually purchase. I might actually purchase that. Dude.
Honestly, like.
Sick.
Yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to spend more money, but like I think I got to, man.
I might buy that.
I just put in my Canes wear order last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
I always
there we go.
do one every. What do we get, Caniacs? Give us a little rundown of the bill of material.
Oh, I just got a new hat and a couple shirts. I love when they do their 20, 40, 60 sale. So I try to go in there and get some, because sometimes they don't have my sizes that I need, but this time they did.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, what you got?
I gotta show something. I'll be right back. You guys talk for a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll talk for a second. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I know, Caniacs, that no one can argue, and all of our listeners can definitely agree that when you get that Caneswear package, dude, that care package in the mail, I mean, there's not too many better feelings than opening that bad boy up.
So also, speaking of,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of apparel, your boy purchased one of these.
Oh yeah.
Hall of Famer Edgerrin James.
Is.
Shout out to him.
There it is. There it is.
Also, you know, may or may not in the future come on the show.
Well, he kind of hinted that he will, so let's hope he does. So
let's see. Everyone pray for us, and let's maybe everyone at him on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
and maybe
dude. There we go.
Time to get on.
Well, dude, a few months ago, man, on my Instagram and Caniacs has flashed the handle before. Many of you guys follow it, 5X_national_champs. I got to interview Edgerrin James and Jeremy Shockey within the same week. So it was as a fan of the Canes, dude, it was one of the dopest weeks that I've had as a fan, man. So
I got to tell you too, on the recent achievement, man, hitting 9K on Instagram. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's
yes.
So
I hit 9K.
Coming, huh?
9,000 followers on Instagram last night. We went over 9,000 on my Instagram. So if you're not following, head on over to IG and hit that follow button, my friends.
Yeah, bro. We got to get to 10K now, right?
We're going to get to 10K. But before we get to 10K, we got our favorite closing segment of the week, do we not?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, hold on. I'm telling you now, we're Mallory fixing to have a huge year. Oh, I agree with that.
There's no doubt about that. Amen.
Globo Jim having. Can we get a Canes Hooligan to do an edit of that, like him with the Globo Jim headband? Dude, we should get him to do an edit. We should get him to do an edit of us, like in Canes unis, bro. Like throwing up the U for the start of the show.
I'll hit him up. Cool. I'll hit him up.
Hit him up about that. Let's do that, dude. Let's make that happen.
We want the card, right?
Well, let's do it, baby. Let's close it.
All right, it's our card segment, man. This is me and Chris's favorite segment, where we show off one of our cards from our collections. They're all Canes related. Chris, do you want to start it off? Because I'm going to switch up my choice. No,
we're gonna do it we're gonna do it every other week. So you're gonna start this week, and I'm gonna go after you.
Okay, we gotta flip the script, baby. All right,
what do we got?
We got Vinny Testaverde.
That's the Fleer autographics, baby.
Yeah, from 2012. It is not numbered, but man, sweet card.
Okay,
that looks nice.
I love that. I love that signature too.
Oh,
it's
dude,
nice.
It's smooth, and that's an on-card signature, not on the stickers. How they do it on a lot
of
new
it's a sticker. Cool. It's a sticker.
Is it a sticker? Okay, it looks good.
It's just you can't really see it. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Chris.
So what I'm hitting you with? Let me bring this up to the screen here. 2009 Frank Gore
Oh wow!
Playoff absolute memorabilia. And the insert is called Groundhogs. It's got his number 21 game used jersey for the 49ers. It's got his signature on the bottom of it. And here's the best part, just like I told you guys last week. Flip it over and look at the top. 3 of 15 made. 3 of 15 made.
Nice.
Frank Gore.
Oh, wow,
there we go. That's a 2009, so we're going back for you, my man. Frank Gore, Groundhogs auto jersey.
I respect it.
I like that one.
That's what we got. One of my all-time favorite Canes, dude. One of my all-time.
You're throwing some heat early, bro. I'm saving my heat for later.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude. I'm trying to strike you out in 3, dude. I'm trying to get you back to the dugout.
No, you're not gonna strike me out next week. I got a twofer for next week, so you're
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sound like
I might even just bring out my collection I have of one player and just be like, here's all 100.
And it's Kane's card of the week, not plural.
It's
so
one card.
He's trying to blow me out of the water. We got to go 1 for 1, fellas.
It's all good.
Oh, whatever.
It's all good, brother.
All right, let's get out of here. I'm hungry.
What do we got? What do we got? Any closing words, Caniacs, my man?
Nothing other than the normal ending of the show. Please follow us on, or actually, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube and Twitch. You can also catch our podcast on iTunes, iHeart, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, all the major programs. We're on all of them. And you can also donate to the show. We got a Cash App. It's Kane's Call In. So, yeah, we appreciate all the support from everybody.
I love it.
Yeah.
And what do we got until next week? Next week, we got 3-time Hurricanes national champion center Kelvin Harris on with us. We're going to talk O-line. We're going to talk the beef up front and those hog mollies that are going to be protecting Derek Kane, baby.
Yeah, I can't wait because he will tell you like it is.
that dude, he's the one, and I'll tell him next week. He's the one that got me hooked on the O-line 2 years ago when I heard him on Navarro's podcast, dude. He's unbelievable fountain of knowledge, dude. Unbelievable. So tune in next week, guys.
Absolutely. Well, if that's it, boys, glad to do the show with you. Always a good time. And I'll see you next week.
Yes,
right?
And I love back to the original 8 p.m. I love it.
I love
New time. Catch us at 8 p.m. next week. Just we started
8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir.
There we go, fellas. It's all about the you.
Great show, guys. Go Canes. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody.
Go Canes.